Good evening, guys. How are you?
Fine, Rashid
Hey,
sir.
Good. What about you, sir?
Mahesh.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Fine,
sir.
sir.
Good evening. Long time no see.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all my old and new guys are back now. Okay. So, guys, I have brought these people, new people, to the stage wherein we have discussed R2, R3 architecture differences. Now that I have to go further, I thought like if you guys are in the class, so we can go together. So let me now keep everything in front of you, what all things we have discussed, so that everyone comes on the same page. So let me pull up a deck, what we have for our. So guys, you're here. So what is that discussion we had? We had discussed about all these things and we have reached to a stage of understanding R3 architecture. And today we have to emphasize on SAP R3 architecture. Write down. Every one of you, write down SAP R3 architecture. SAP R3 architecture. So, guys, when I say SAP R3 architecture, it means I am going to be very specific to SAP software applications. Very, very specific to SAP software applications. Now you have to pull your pen and book because you need to do certain writing here. You need to do certain writing here. Okay. So what is that writing you are supposed to do? About SAP R3 architecture as heading. You have written. Now make a note of it. What does it exactly means? Write down. Every software application, every software application designed by SAP AG, every software application designed by SAP AG between the time frame between the time frame of 1992 between the time frame of 1992 to 2003, 1992 to 2003, 1992 2003, follow follow a single architecture, follow a single architecture, follow a single architecture named as R3 architecture, named as R3 architecture. And these software applications are given specific names depending on specific names depending on the features they carry. Depending on the features they carry. Depending on the features they carry to run the business process. 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 Write down the prime software named as the prime software named as SAP R3, named as SAP R3, with various releases, with various releases from 1.0A, from 1.0A to 4.7, 4.7 Enterprise Edition. EE stands for Enterprise Edition. If you understand what EE is, there is no need you to write down Enterprise Edition. If you understand what is Enterprise Edition, then write down EE. 4.7 Enterprise Edition. So this is the prime software, guys. Now write down this software. This software has all the functionalities like all the functionalities like all the functionalities like SD. What does SD mean, guys? Sales and distribution. Comma MM, comma MM, comma PP, comma PP, comma HR, comma HR, comma FI, comma FI, comma CO, etc. Comma CO, etc. So that means this software is designed with all kind of functionality. This is a core software of SAP system. Okay, so in that period, if anyone say we are running on SAP means what they are running on, they are running on any of this release. Got it, guys? That's the first thing. Now write down second statement. Write down second statement. This software is considered as this software is considered as OLTP system. What kind of system, guys? OLTP system, which means online. OL stands for online transaction processing system. Online transaction processing system. OLTP is online transaction processing system. Got it, guys? This is OLTP system. So anyone have any doubts on it, or the people who have joined a little late, did you write down things today? So now I like to just again explain what we are discussing here today. Then everyone would understand. Guys, up till now, both the classes who are there earlier and the new people, you have understood that after demonstration, we have started a class wherein we have discussed architectures. So yesterday we have discussed R1 architecture, R2 architecture, R3 architecture, but we never spoke anything about SAP yesterday, right? So our intention is to first of all understand how many softwares were designed in the world. They followed what kind of architecture. Then we have understood initially how R1 architectures were designed, or R1 architecture softwares were designed, and how did they run the different processes. Here we are telling business process, but any process is fine. The softwares can run. Next, we have understood the limitation of R1 architecture softwares. Then we jumped into R2 architecture. Then after understanding R2 architecture better, then we have understood what all the softwares which are designed with R2 architecture softwares. And we have understood how bank businesses majorly ran on R2 architecture softwares. Then after that, we have understood the limitation of R2 architecture. And finally, we have concluded ourselves something related to R3 architecture. And we have understood R3 architecture softwares were what and how did they run the business process and how was the design of a software. Then, after understanding that, today we are emphasizing and we have understood that every software which was designed by SAP between some period of time, every software follow three-tier architecture. And we are trying to understand the software is three-tier only, but you have a different purpose of a software, different name of a software. So for that, we have initiated with the core software of SAP in that time period. And we have understood the core is SAP R3 between this time period. And it has various releases 1.0A, 2.0B, 3.1F, 3.1I, and so on. And the last software of SAP with the three-tier architecture is SAP R3 4.7 Enterprise Edition. After you writing this information, then we have emphasized this software comprises of what? And we have understood it comprises of all these features. And after writing the features, next we have concluded that this system is known as OLTP system, wherein OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing System. Got it, guys? Online Transaction Processing System. What do you mean by that? Now you can ask me. So first thing, see this. I have drawn this box to make you understand that this is a R3 system, SAP R3 system. And it follow what architecture? Three-tier architecture. That means it is designed in this way. If you want, you can keep different primary applications, central database, and presentation separately, or it is designed in such a way, guys. You can also keep a presentation here itself, if you really want. It can also be loaded in this way, or it is so flexible that it can be having a separate presentation as well. So we are speaking about this architecture system, and the name of the system itself is SAP R3. Got it? And I said like this is OLTP system. What does OLTP means? You're seeing this arrows around this. Arrows are signifying what, guys? Arrows are signifying lot of employees of that business wherein SAP is implemented who are sitting in various departments. Yes, and they are logging on to this system. This users are logged in from sales department. These users are logged in from finance department, this user from HR department, this from controlling department. All the users are logged in from various departments, and they would do what? Every day, salespeople will create sales orders in it online. From different corners of the world, they can create a sales order and save it. Material people are going to work with the material there. Production people are going to create production orders, and whatever the orders are created here, though that information is saved into the system. Okay, so as everything is happening online and everything is happening with the help of a transaction, right? So now when you go to bank, how do the work happens in the bank? Every branch people will do every day online transactions. So the bank people are doing online transactions into the system. And what do you call the system as? OLTP system. Got it, guys? So write down one note underneath it. This system is designed. This system is designed on three-tier architecture. This system is designed on three-tier architecture. This is one system, guys. Next, write down. In 1998, in 1998, SAP, SAP has designed another software application, has designed another software application with features of with features of supply chain management, supply chain management, warehouse management, warehouse management, advanced planning, advanced planning, etc., advanced planning, etc. So now a question has to come in your mind, sir. When SAP has got one system through which entire business can run, why SAP has specifically designed one more system with the name APO? Write down. What does APO stands for, guys? Did you write down that? Did you write down what does APO stands for? No, right? Write down.
No.
APO stands for Advanced Planner, Advanced Planner and Optimizer, Advanced Planner and Optimizer, Advanced Planner and Optimizer. Even next statement, even this system is also is also called as is also called as OLTP system, is also called as what, guys? OLTP system, as as it has it has features, as it has features of as it has features of extended warehouse, and supply chain. And supply chain. Supply chain. And if any business, and if any business has has any large warehouse, any large warehouse would adopt this system, would adopt this system. Got it, guys? So now there are chances that you don't have a big warehouse and you don't have any features of supply chain. Then that business doesn't require this software. Now you can ask me one thing, sir, why SAP has not kept this supply chain features in this system only? Why they have given a separate system? Answer for that is SAP wants some additional money. If anyone go for this particular software, SAP is going to charge again for this software as well. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So for that reason, SAP has released this advanced features. So don't we have warehouse features in it? We have warehouse features in this, but advanced warehouse, if anyone want to go with, then they have to, apart from R3 system is mandate. Apart from R3, they have to go for APO as well. Got it, guys? So now write down, this system is also known for, this system is also known for online transaction processing. This system is also known for what? Online transaction processing. What do you mean by that? The users, the employees of warehouse, employees of supply chain would enter the data into it. So this system is also OLTP. Now write down, SAP has designed this system. SAP has designed this system, designed this system, designed this system on a three-tier architecture. SAP has designed this system on what? Three-tier architecture. Fair enough. So are you guys understanding what SAP has done? So here also application, database, presentation. Now you can ask me, sir, can we log into this system with this presentation and this presentation can log into this system also? Yes. With one presentation, you can log into both the systems, right? So you understood two systems now. Now let us go back to third system. Write down, in year 1998, in the year 1998, another system or a software, another system or software is designed by SAP. Another system or software is designed by SAP for reporting purpose. For what purpose, guys? Reporting purpose. And this reporting would help, and this reporting would help business owners, would help business owners to run the business better, to run the business better. So first of all, write down, guys, then I'll explain you what exactly this system would do with us. Clear? Next, write down. This system can pull the data, can pull the data, can pull, this system can pull the data of the business. This system can pull the data of the business as per the requirement, as per the requirement, as per the requirement from R3 and APO system, from R3 and APO system, and provide intelligent reports, and provide intelligent reports, and provide intelligent reports to the management, to the management, to the management, to take business decisions, to take business decision. And this system is known as, this system is known as OLAP system. And this system is known as OLAP system. It means, it means online, it means online analytical processing system. Online analytical processing system. And it is even designed on, and it is even designed on three-tier architecture, designed on three-tier architecture. So guys, let me explain you about BAW a little now. Now suppose this entire environment, this R3 environment is running a pharmaceutical company. Now management want to understand how many medicines or drugs we are producing in a month, and how many are getting sold, which drug is sold how much. So that data is where, here, from last 10 years, if suppose they are producing or developing a drug named Brufen, for example. So Brufen drug is sold from last 10 years how much, that information is here. Now this system is connected to BAW. So the data of last 10 years would be pulled from this system, and that will come here. And that data get analyzed here, or analyzed here. And after analyzing that data, next 5 years, how much this drug would be sold depending on the old data, this system can do that. Intelligent reporting. And depending on that report, management would decide how much raw material we have to purchase for this drug. because this drug is doing very good in our market. So if any business want to have this intelligent reporting, then only they will go for BIW. If they have a very big warehouse, then only will they will go for APO. But in any business, this system is mandate. So are you understanding? Guys, what is the present name of this R3 system? Tell me, present name of R3 system is S4 HANA. Got it? But our architecture has changed. That's a different story. But the same system with enhanced features and enhanced architecture. Today we have it as S4 HANA. Got it? So still other systems carry the same name. APO carries APO. BW has become BIW has become BI. Then BW. Different names have come. But we are discussing about this only. Now, can you draw these three boxes and write down or draw this diagram in the same way what I have drawn so that we can go next? So that we can go next. Draw the diagram, guys. Three boxes.
Syed, I have a Rashid, I have a doubt.
Yeah, Bharat.
Already, this classes has been taught by you, right? It has been taught on the second day. Now, the Linux installation of SAP on Linux has to be happened, right? But again,
No,
right
Bharat.
from
No, Bharat. I
already.
have only
Mm.
discussed the architecture difference between R3 and R2. That's what I have done with you. So from here, I have to take a class. That's the reason I have called you guys. And secondly, your installation is such that can happen anytime. The reason being why I have involved you guys in installation part at that time is I was out of India for a week. Okay. So I went to meet some customers in Dubai and Muscat. That was the all reason behind not leaving you or not giving you gap. Anyhow, you have to do the installation in coming future. So I have asked your lab faculty to take it. That's it. This class is never discussed. So let us ask other people. Mahesh, did I
Yes, yes.
emphasize? Did I emphasize on these particular softwares to you guys?
No, no. R1, R2, R3 also discussed, but that part is not discussed, I guess.
I remember it here very clearly. Where did you heard it,
No, no. Why
Bharat?
we are confused just because of that. Syed has taken classes about installations and all. In between, these classes has been started. So we are little bit confused. See what is going on.
No, 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 no. There is no need you to confuse on that because
Ah,
installation is something like what I give it to the lab faculty. And that too, one
okay.
installation has to be taught by them, so R3 or ECC. And rest of
Hmm.
all, why I did that, R3 is usually taken by your lab faculty for a reason because he is readily available for you. Now the installation part is completed by you, so I have to come back to the classes. So I am here back. So is your ECC and Linux is completed?
No, no.
Oh, let it be. Only Linux part is
Okay.
completed, right?
In Windows, it is completed, Rashid,
Yeah, yeah,
but
Yes.
Linux
that
is
we,
incomplete.
Only
yeah, that's
central
Windows and
instance.
Linux is completed.
We have installed only
central.
central instance and DB is going on.
Okay, no worries. No worries at all. So anyhow, these people have to do the installation part. With that, you can carry on. So
Okay.
the things got disturbed for only reason is I was unavailable. Okay.
Okay.
So for that reason, now we are back. No worries. So this is very important for everyone for a reason, because whether the installation is a separate entity here, you have to learn the installation, that's for sure. But the only flexibility what we have is we can do that installation at any point. So R3 installation is completed or not, anyhow with this class you can even do that. Okay. So
Hello,
don't get
sir. Can you
anyone
start?
have any other confusion, please ask me right away. So am I clear to everyone?
Yes,
Hello.
yes,
Yes,
yes, Rashid,
yes,
it's clear.
yes.
Can you
So
scroll down the
anyhow,
page?
yeah,
Can you scroll down?
anyhow, the installation will be done because these people have not done the installation yet. That will be definitely taught to you. There is no doubt about it. But before that, there are certain fundamental things what I was supposed to, I didn't do with you. So that's the reason I have pulled you back. Okay. But all the classes will be done by me hereafter. No worries on that, except installation of R3 and ECC. Rest of all, you have lot many installations here. By the time you complete your course, you'll be doing nearly about 8 to 10 installations. Remaining installations will be done by me as per HANA and all. So no worries on that lines. Fair. Now coming back to the picture. Here we go. So guys, each system above designed is three-tier architecture. You can write down this line. You can write down this line. Each system above is designed on three-tier architecture. Fair enough. So shall we go further? Right. So listen to this very clearly, guys. Listen to this very clearly now. Every software is a three-tier. So that means application tier, present database tier, and a presentation tier. To install any system, it is only three-step installation. How many steps? Three steps. So you guys are not only going to understand how this installation is done, but yesterday we have given the common naming conventions as primary application, secondary application, central database. But today I am going to introduce you to SAP's naming convention so that it becomes very easy for you to do the installation part. Now, guys, as we have seen that these all are the softwares which we have discussed about now, whatever may be the release, right? So releases are plenty, but ultimately the software has has additional features from old release to new release. Now, for example, you can ask me, sir, what is the major differences between 1.0A and 4.7 Enterprise Edition, right? So, to explain you in very simple language, guys, from a prospects of architecture, nothing has changed, right? So the only thing is, if I compare Windows, say Windows 7 to Windows 11, what difference you see? You see some additional features through which additional features and user friendliness and security. That is what happens at the at operating system level. Similar way, when you talk about SAP, guys, when you look at the old system, it may not have all the business features in sales and distribution, a limited one. So year on year, SAP was giving you new releases adding additional business features in it. That's what SAP was doing till date also. In S4 HANA also, you're going to have lot of business features what you don't see in other systems. And more simplified way, you're going to see those particular features. So that is what we are supposed to understand. From a prospects of basis, nothing major has changed. Only from prospects of business running or business features, SAP was improvising from old release to new release. That is what you're supposed to have a clarity on this. Now, out of these systems, I have to take one system as an example to discuss its architecture in much more detail. Now, the question here is, out of these three systems, what is your prime system? The prime system is R3, right? Without R3, if you have BW or APO, it's waste. So prime system is this. So let us take this prime system. Out of this many releases, which release you want me to concentrate on? The last release of SAP. Last release of SAP. Okay? Because architecture has not changed. That is for sure. The only thing what we have changed is SAP has changed is features. And a basis wise, if the features are changing, it doesn't make big difference to us from basis prospects. So I am taking this system to explain things much further. What is the system name? SAP R3 4.7 Enterprise Edition. And the full name of this software is Extension Set 110 Kernel 620. Guys, you can write down this as heading. SAP software's full name is SAP R3 4.7 Enterprise Edition. 4.7 Enterprise Edition, extension set 110, kernel 620, kernel 620. And this is loaded on which operating system? This is loaded on Windows 2003 Server Enterprise Edition. You guys are going to load this system on this operating system first. And what database you're going to have? Oracle 9.2.0.1 DB. This is the database you guys are going to have. So you need to write down the full length name of this system, right? So after writing this full length name, now pen down for a moment. You need to write down, but first of all, understand this. Guys, this system is a three-tier system. Yeah, this system is a three-tier system where you have application. Application tier is furtherly classified as primary and secondary, and then central database, and then presentation. So it is very clear that this system is a three-tier system. Now, from 2004 onwards to till date, what SAP has enhanced the architecture as NetWeaver. So guys, don't think like NetWeaver is something very big or very different. No. NetWeaver architecture even have R3 architecture plus web application server. That's it. Yesterday I was explaining this to the people. And on an R3 architecture, SAP system, if you have web features, that means any user would be able to log into that system with the help of Internet Explorer. Then that system is considered as NetWeaver architecture system. So that means in a NetWeaver architecture system also we have R3 architecture. That's the reason first we are learning R3 architecture. Clear? And how many systems SAP has given to the world with this ECC 5.0, 6.0, EC 6.0, SR1, SR2, SR3? And what's the today's latest EC6 system, guys? This is the name. SAP ECC 6 EHP 8, where EHP stands for what, you know, guys? enhancement pack. You listen, there is no need you to write down this. When the time comes, you can write down about these. Just listen today. And on top of it, you need to understand SAP has even designed S4 HANA. The first software of S4 HANA is designed with what name? It is also NetWeaver, guys. S4 HANA is also a NetWeaver system only. The first software name is 1503. That means year is 15 and 03 is March. And then what is the latest SAP system what we have in S4 HANA? S4 HANA 2023. What is this year, guys? We are about to complete 2024, but SAP has not given any new release in 2024. They have it in 2025. And in our lab, we have the oldest system, what is called as R3, and the latest system, which is called as S for HANA 2023. We are going to work with all the systems possible, right? Apart from these systems, SAP has developed how many other systems? CRM, SRM, SEM, SCM, XIPIPO, Enterprise Portal, Fury, Solution Manager. Guys, this every system has various releases again. So we guys are going to understand about those systems in coming future. But we have to understand even these systems are NetWeaver based systems, and these systems even have R3 architecture in it. Got it? Yes. Now coming back, if this system is chosen by you, and tomorrow if you want to feel how this system would be, this will be like this. The same main server, guys, what we had, but here the names are changing. Now what these names are changing, you need to understand. Write down. SAP's primary application. SAP's primary application is called as SAP's primary application is called as central instance. SAP's primary application is called as what, guys? Central instance. And it is designed with all the features, and it is designed with all the features which would process user request, which would process user request executed via presentation, executed via presentation, executed via presentation. Now, what do you call this, guys? Central instance. Now, write down next statement. SAP's secondary application, SAP's secondary application is considered as SAP's secondary application is considered as dialog instance. Is considered as what? Dialog instance. Right? You need to write down one more statement. To a given central instance, to a given central instance, one can have, to a given central instance, one can have maximum 98 dialog instances. 98 dialog instances. So, do you understand, guys? Here, central instance, what number you are seeing? 00. Guys, I'm going to give you one more statement, then you'll understand about it. For now, let us go further. Now, write down central instance or dialog instance. Central instance or dialog instance of SAP systems. Central instance or dialog instance of SAP systems are called as SAP applications. Are called as what, guys? SAP applications. Fair enough. So this is the reality. And write down every application of SAP system, every application of SAP system is identified with an SID, an instance number, with an SID and instance number, where where instance number can be where instance number can be any two-digit number, between any two-digit number between 00 to 98. 00 to 98. Any two-digit number between 00 to 98, where SID can be any of below combination of any of the below combination. Write down the combination, guys. CCC, CNN, CNC, and CCN. This is the combination, right? And you can write down here. C can be any alphabet between A to Z. C can be any alphabet between A to Z. And N can be any numeric between 0 to 9. N can be any numeric between 0 to 9.
Sir,
So,
is application tier is a combination of central instance and dialog instance, right, sir?
no, 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 no. In application also you have primary application and secondary application.
Yeah. So primary application is a central instance, right? And dialog and secondary application is the dialog instance.
Yes.
But these two combinations is the application tier, right?
So we address it as application, that's it. When
Okay.
specifically if someone have to ask, They will ask like you're talking about primary or talking about secondary. But in general, we call it as application only.
Yeah.
Okay. Devi, have any question, better?
No, no, sir.
Devi, you raised your hand.
No, no, sir. That's clear.
Sai, as you have asked, new version is supporting only HANA DB and not supporting Oracle and MS SQL. Answer for that is what is the new release you are talking about? If you are talking about S4, if you're talking about S4, S4 is only supporting HANA DB,
Okay.
not R3.
Okay. Okay, sir.
When I talk about NetWeaver in detail, I'll speak
Mhm.
about those softwares. I can't
Mhm.
explain everything in one shot. Why? Because you'll get confused. So first of all,
Mhm.
let me emphasize on one and enhance the subject. Guys, today if you
Okay.
go and learn subject from anyone, no one speaks about R3. They will start with NetWeaver only. But when you want to become a good basis guy, your fundamentals should be strong. And your fundamentals get strong when you start learning the subject from the day what SAP has released the software. So that's the reason still I cover R3 architecture, still I do R3 installation. Why? Because tomorrow no one should be able to play with your fundamentals. I make people fundamentals strong. If your fundamentals are strong, then you will be understanding from this R3 how the enhancement has happened. What do you have in the enhanced one? Why did they do enhanced things? These are all things you will understand step by step. Okay,
Okay.
so that's
Yeah. Sir,
uh-huh.
but as of now,
Now R3 architecture plus VAS has become NetWeaver. That's it. Yes. Yes, beta. Who's that?
sorry, sir. Actually, that answer was very like what was it, sir? It was discussing how it became netware.
No, Sai. Actually, first of all, we start with all basics. Once your basics
Okay.
are clear, I reach up till S4. At that time, if I speak, see this is HANA DB. So this HANA DB is can be loaded for ECC. CRM can also have HANA DB. SRM can also have HANA DB. Okay, the only application of SAP which cannot be loaded on any other database is S4. If I have to tell that, first of all, I have to tell you ABCDs. Now I'm
Mhm.
telling you ABCDs. Slowly, once you are aware of ABCDs, then I'm going to tell you the spellings.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Sai, just let
Okay.
me go in the process. You will be
Okay.
learning everything what is called as basis and what subject SAP has given to
Okay.
you or what software
Yeah.
SAP. Just have patience.
Okay. Okay, sir. So
Okay.
right now the latest version of Basis will
Late,
only be installed on S4 HANA, right, sir?
latest version of basis. I didn't understand basis here. Basis is administration. Whether you do it on R3 system, your work,
Mm.
or whether you do it on S4 HANA system, your work. Your work is called as basis work. Got
Okay.
it?
Okay.
So you can ask me rather, sir, what is the latest release of SAP? Then I would say the latest release of SAP is S4 HANA. Then you can ask me,
Okay.
sir, when we are going to learn that. Now my answer would be definitely you will be working on the S4 HANA system from the day one. But first of all, let me start with the old architecture. Then let me improvise the old architecture to new. Then you will be understanding the major difference between why SAP has released this architecture.
Mm.
Okay, what is the enhancements in old and new? Everything will be crystal clear to you. If I directly
Okay.
take you there,
Mm.
and neither you will understand this nor you will understand that, you will run away from here.
Okay. Which is application layer, sir? Netware is the application layer, huh?
The NetWeaver is architecture, beta. In that architecture,
Architecture.
the application is there, database is there, presentation is
Okay.
there.
Okay. Okay.
So now I would
But
have,
where the application layer? Okay.
This
That.
application is this central instance for you. Application is
Mm.
this dialog instance for you. Let me conclude this, then you can ask me question.
Okay, okay, sir.
Let me conclude this, then you'll ask me the questions.
Mm.
Right? Shall I
Mm.
conclude?
Yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Now, let me conclude with the database and presentation. I'll come back to you. Fine. So,
Mm.
guys, if you look at this, this is your architecture. The same thing is here for SAP softwares also. The only difference is names changed. Got it? Now you have already written about SAP applications, that is your primary and secondary. Now let us talk about central database. Write down SAP system central database. SAP system central database is called as database instance. SAP system central database is called as database instance, and it has all the features of running the business process. Guys, when I say running the business process, you have to be very clear, like SD, MM, PP, HR, FICU. I'm talking about these modules or these departments. Now write down next statement. It can be loaded on. It can be loaded on any RDBMS. It can be loaded on any RDBMS like like Oracle, Oracle, MS SQL, Oracle, MS SQL, DB2, DB2, MaxDB, MaxDB, Sybase, Sybase, and HANA, and HANA. Now, guys, most of you guys will get confused with the statement because we have a perception that Oracle itself is database. First, you are loading Oracle, sir. Again, you are loading database instance, sir. What is this? Now, listen to me, guys. Whether we are using Oracle or MS SQL or any RDBMS, we are using only the skeleton of Oracle. We are not using the flesh of Oracle. The flesh is this features. Now you are using SAP to run a business, right? To run a business, business features should be there in the system, right? When the business features would come in the system, when you do database instance, and for loading this database instance, which is a flesh, you need a skeleton. This RDBMS act as that skeleton. Okay, without a skeleton, can you have your flesh? No, the same thing is here. So database is giving only the skeleton on which this SD, MM, PP, HR, FIC or departments are coming. And when they are going to come, when you load database instance. Clear. And the people who have completed your installation of central instance, they are yet to do database instance, I hope. Okay. So when you load your database instance, you are going to understand all these things. Now write down, guys, the major components of DB instance are Major components of DB instance are listen to this guys. ABAP component, ABAP component, comma basis component, ABAP component, comma basis component, comma HR component, comma HR component, and logistics and accounts and logistics and accounts. Guys, you're seeing this logistics and accounts somehow? This logistics and accounts, these all departments put together makes logistics and accounts. Okay, when you're doing your database instance installation, it is going to give the features of ABAP, features of BASIS, features of HR, and features of all these departments. When all these departments put together, what do you call in SAP terminology? Logistics and accounts. And this is the only time-taking thing, database installation. It is going to take 4 to 6 hours. And if a system is not right, it may take 8 to 10 hours as well. And the system is slow. This is only the time-taking thing. So you have understood SAP application, you have understood SAP database. Now coming back to your presentation. Write down SAP presentation is called as SAP's presentation is called as SAP's presentation is called as SAP GUI. SAP's presentation is called as SAP's GUI, and it provides a graphical user interface. It provides a user interface. Graphical user interface through which any user can interact through which any user can interact with any user can interact with SAP's central and dialog instance. Interact with SAP's central and dialog instance. Okay, and write down it comes in 3 forms. GUI comes in how many forms, Amma? 3 forms. Number one, Windows GUI. Number one, Windows GUI. Number two, Java GUI. Number two, Java GUI. Number three, HTML GUI. Number three, HTML GUI. How many types of GUI you have, Amma? 3 types: Windows GUI, Java GUI, and HTML GUI. Clear? Now, guys, let me explain a little. GUI can be any of 3 forms. Now, do we have a GUI on our systems, guys? This is my laptop. This is that logon pad. This is called as Windows GUI. Why? Because on my laptop, Windows is loaded. What's loaded, guys? Windows is loaded. So when you see Windows is loaded on my system, okay, and this is the GUI which you are going to load on Windows operating system. Tomorrow on your Windows 10 or Windows 11, we are going to load this GUI. With one GUI, you see how many systems I can connect in the lab. These all are the systems you you have systems running on MS SQL, you have systems running on Oracle, you have systems running on S4 HANA, you have systems running on DB2, you have systems running on MaxDB, you have ECHP8 systems, you have R3 systems, varieties of systems we have in our lab. So this is our GUI. And next GUI, what you're saying is Java GUI. Where you're going to load Java GUI, you can ask me. Guys, tomorrow you can have a MacBook, right? With the MacBook, I want to connect SAP system. How do I connect with the MacBook? I need to have a GUI there, right? What is that GUI? MacBook allows you to connect Java GUI. Or tomorrow you may have a Linux operating system on your laptop. At that time also we are going to have a Java GUI only. Now apart from this Windows GUI and Java GUI, guys, one more GUI what you're saying is HTML GUI. HTML GUI is nothing but your Internet Explorer. Your Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, what do you call that as? That is your HTML web browser. This is
Web
also a
browser.
GUI for us. This is also a GUI for us. Now, supposing, guys, now let me come for a conclusion because it's a very lengthy class what we have taken. Let us come for a conclusion. Conclusion is, sir, if I have to load SAP system, do I need to do all these things? Very simple, guys. You can take a server. On that server, minimum requirement is, do we need a dialog? We don't need a dialog instance. Why? Because dialog instance come into existence when you have lot many presentations. If I have only one presentation or one GUI, so one step is central instance, one step is database instance, one step is GUI. In 3 steps, my installation will be completed. Yes or no? Right. So now the people who belong to the first batch, what we have taken, not the backup one. I'm sorry to say, but I have to explain all these things to you before you guys get into the installation part. And now probably you're able to understand things much better than what you have done directly, you guys involved in the installation. What do you say, Mahesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the reason behind why we have asked you guys to directly install without all this explanation is, I have told you, right? I was just moving out of town and I thought like after coming back, I'm going to involve you and do this again so that you guys won't have any gaps. So I'm sorry for that. Whatever has happened now, I hope you guys are in sync. Everyone. So this is what you guys have to do. And tomorrow, if you want to install a system, first of all, you have to decide on SID. You have four combinations. Gentlemen, can you choose one out of that four? First one. You take other one as well, yeah. So when you're going for first one, you have to give three alphabets. Give me three alphabets as your SID. Any three alphabets. So from today onwards, we are calling this system with what name? ABC. And what instance number you want between 00 to 98? What's your roll number in the school? Huh? 13. Very bad number here. If you go to Malaysia, you don't have a building with 13 number. You know that? You don't have a floor with 13 number also. 12A, 12B, 14. Ah, that's unlucky number for them. So that's okay. So they don't use 13. So Chinese and these people don't use 13. So now guys, have a look. You've seen that from today onwards, what are you going to call this system as? ABC. You have a problem with ABC 13 system, look into it. So it doesn't mean that you cannot keep ABC. We can, but there are certain SIDs which you should never use. What is that? SAP should never be used, and extensions of files should never be used. Are you getting it? This is the first thing what you are not supposed to use. And secondly, guys, we have a basis terminology or basis language, right? So what is that basis language we are going to use? Let me explain. If this system is a production, we can start with P. If this system is a development, let us start with development D. If it's a quality, I'll start with Q. If it's test, I'll start with T. If I'm naming the system as TST, then it is test system. If I name this system as DEV, development. If I name this system as PRD, there is no need again you go back and say this is a production system. Why? Because today you load this system and you leave and go and join a next company after 2 years. Another person who is going to come after 2 years, the moment he sees SID, he has to understand whether that is a development or quality or production. Got it, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Is SID is
here,
restricted, sir?
the SID will tell you a lot of things. Along with that SID, what do you need? Instance number. So I have used PRD as SID and 00 as instance number. And guys, did you see a variation? Tomorrow when you're loading a dialog instance also, it is going to ask you the same. What is going to ask you? Tell me the SID. So guys, central instance and dialog instance should have same SID. But the only difference is instance number. Guys, in one sense now, what we have understood about a central and dialog, their applications, whatever the users are processing, they are, whatever the users are executing, they are processing. That means the entire load is processed by central or dialog. Now, if you consider central instance as father, dialog instance is son. Central instance and dialog instance follow the same family name. What's the family name here? Tell me, guys. PRB is the family name. So, sir, only father can take care of things. Yes, if you don't have a big family, only father can take. If your family is big, then your son, first son, second son has to also come into existence. I know that that's a very long rotation of explanation, but possibly people will understand. The son will come into existence only when your family is big. That means when your presentations are plenty. If you don't have plenty of presentation, we don't require dialogue instances. Sons to do the work. Okay, father can handle it. Are you understanding this? Yes. So every system is identified with your SID hereafter. So every system must be changed the PRD to 0 1 0 2 0. So now father and son would have same family name, but their calling name should be different, right? Yes. Yes or no? Oh, very good explanation. So that is the story. So central instance and dialog instance has to go with what? Tell me, guys. Same SIDs. The only difference is instance number.
Instance.
Fair enough. Okay. This is the reality of your subject. Got it? So everyone, so do you got a clarity on what I'm trying to exactly tell you on these things? I'm explaining you SAP's systems and their architectures, which are called as R3. Now, sir, tomorrow if I have to have a NetWeaver system, how it will be? It will be same here. The only additional thing what you're going to have here is only additional thing to start with, guys. Apart from that, you have different lot many features in the NetWeaver system, but here what is added? Web application server. So if we have web application server, who has to connect web application server? Only the users who come with HTML GUI. HTML GUI cannot log into central instance. It has to go with VAS. And VAS will have web application server will have internal connectivity with this is your NetWeaver architecture. That's it. So, but first of all, let us get a clarity totally on R3. Then we can think of NetWeaver subject. Understanding? Got an understanding,
Yes,
Mahesh?
yes, right. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
now, how important is to learn R3 architecture, Mahesh?
Sorry.
How important is to learn R3 architecture? Are
Yeah,
we
it's
doing
a
that?
basic. Is the
Yeah.
it is the base.
Now, you guys, you have to understand that Mahesh is already working in basis. So if he is telling that, there should be some sense behind we discussing. So people will come to me now and then. The people who learn the subject in 2001, 2002, 2003, they come to me and they ask, sir, why still you're discussing R3 architecture? I said, like, without R3 architecture, will you be able to understand the subject? I explain them in that way. I don't know why they ask that question. And again, when I speak to them, I don't leave them just like that because the statement what they have made is wrong statement. So I need to speak to them. I need to explain them. This is the reason. Then they will come to realization. Right? Yes, sir is telling right. So now the people have asked me. That's the reason I've explained you all these things. Tomorrow, guys, enhance things to next level. What is that next level? Whatever you do on a presentation, everything is processed by central instance. So we have to have a big question in your mind how the central instance is designed, how this dialog instance is designed, how it can process all the user requests. That we have to have a clarity. So that's the reason you need to write down the heading now as central instance architecture. What's the heading, guys? Central instance architecture. Yes, this is very important. So this class will fairly make you understand things. After I explaining central instance architecture, I'll explain you dialog instance also, but central instance architecture is very important. If you ask me, from here basis work starts with central instance architecture. Anyone will tell what is three tier means. Okay, central instance, dialog instances, database instance, and presentation. Anyone will tell that. But the architecture of central instance, the architecture of dialog instance will be only known to a basis admin. Now, tomorrow on next class onwards, you are going to become a real basis admin. But to directly speak on central instance, it won't be possible. I need to explain you all these things, and that's what we have done. And guys, tomorrow is Saturday, right? So Nagarjuna, have any question, beta?
Sir, it's Niranjan. Sir.
Niranjan, I'm
Niranjan.
sorry. Niranjan,
Yeah.
tell me Niranjan.
Sir, actually, you said that secondary application is also called as a dialog instance, right?
Yes, second
And
application is a dialog
yeah,
instance only.
and we can also create that the maximum number of dialog instance is 98.
Yes.
Okay. By how these are used by using ASCS, right? That is right.
Now you know. I hope like you're a person who understand SAP. Yes,
Yeah.
AS means application
BAP.
server as central
Uh,
instance,
yeah.
application server as dialog instance. ASCS. AS means as application server. As means application server. CS means central services.
Yes.
CI
Ye-
central instance.
I think ASCS is a ABAP Central. I think, sir. ABAP Central
Yeah, yeah.
Service.
No, no. In R3 architecture systems, you won't be finding that. But at the time of
Okay.
NetWeaver system installations, I'll show you that.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right, right. So everyone, so tomorrow is Saturday, guys. So as this is the first Saturday I'm interacting with you, you take a gap or you take a off for tomorrow. You just watch this particular video once again, one, two to three times. Let us meet Monday to understand central instance architecture. And meanwhile, I will also get time to understand from your lab faculty. So what exactly he has taught you? Because some people said like database instance is not yet done. So meanwhile, I'll get all the inputs from him, what he has taught, depending on which we can go further. So you take a gap for tomorrow. Let us meet on Monday.
Hello.
Okay, guys?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, one more doubt. You told that installation processes will also go on, right?
Huh.
And that will not affect this evening classes, right?
We can make that in that way also.
Mhm.
Why? Because now that if your installation class has to go, that should be before your class.
Yeah.
Okay, in the morning timing sometimes. So let
Yeah.
me complete your central instance architecture. Then I'll ask the entire class who is interested to come before, or it's only a matter of 3 days. So you guys can also do that installation because that is also very important. Once you complete R3 architecture system installation, once you complete your ECC architecture system installation, then we can improvise our subject. Let me ask people at that time. Okay,
Oh, okay.
and depending on everyone's
Normally,
willingness, we can decide that you want to go in a class timing only, or can we do it in the morning timings, some other timings as well. If we have office going people, then we can't. If you don't have office going people, they can spend time even in the morning to do this. We can do it. Okay,
Usually, what is the batch timing, sir? This one?
the batch time is 8 to 9.
8 to 9. Okay. A 3 months course, right, sir? 3 months, right?
It's 3.5 months.
3.5 months. Okay.
Chalo, guys. So let us meet on Monday to take your class further. And what would be the subject? What we are going to discuss on Monday? The primary application, which is called as central instance architecture. You need to write down this side heading and get ready for Monday's session. Fine, guys. Chalo. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.